Jean-Claude Camille François Van Varenberg, known worldwide as Jean-Claude Van Damme, became a figure few can rival. Born on October 18, 1960, in St. Agatha-Berchem, near Brussels, he emerged from a modest Belgian neighborhood to command global attention. His father, Charles, an accountant, brought order and precision into the household, while his mother, Eliana, a florist, softened life with color and fragrance. With his sister Veronique as his closest companion, young Jean-Claude faced a personal battlefield early: the mirror. A thin, awkward frame stared back, inviting teasing from peers and self-doubt. By the age of 11, he decided silently that he would not let his body or circumstance define his limits. That quiet promise became a guiding force. Every lesson in ridicule and isolation was absorbed, not defeated, shaping a resilience that would carry him through grueling physical training, international moves, and the high-pressure world of Hollywood action cinema. Discipline through martial arts. Van Damme's early training forged both body and mind. Enrolled at the National Karate Center under Master Claude Goetz, he spent 4 intense years learning discipline without mercy. Each session demanded absolute focus, molding not just physical skill, but mental toughness. By 18, he had earned a black belt in Shotokan Karate and a spot on Belgium's national team. Yet strength alone was not enough. Van Damme sought balance, grace, and control. Ballet classes followed, 5 years of grueling training at the bar testing limits few would endure. Muscles burned, legs trembled, and the silence of the studio became a teacher louder than any instructor. He would later reflect that ballet taught him endurance beyond the physical, shaping a capacity for perseverance that transcended sport and film. Every controlled movement reinforced his determination. He would not be dismissed by body, accent, or circumstance. Body and image. Transformed with martial arts and ballet shaping him, Van Damme turned to bodybuilding, sculpting a physique that would soon capture global attention. In 1978, winning Mr. Belgium marked a milestone, not merely of appearance, but of internal conviction. His strength, flexibility, and balance became tools to command presence and storytelling through movement. Meanwhile, a quiet, personal dream endured from childhood. He had whispered 3 wishes in a church: to save the world, protect nature, and become a movie star. Those whispered words were neither fantasy nor childish dreaming. They were commitments. Each hour of training, each stretch, and every lift was a continuation of that promise. By combining discipline, artistry, and vision, Van Damme crafted not just a body, but a vessel for narrative, a stage on which audiences would witness a unique combination of athleticism and emotion, a balance between ferocity and artistry that defined his cinematic identity. Arrival in Hollywood. In 1982, Jean-Claude arrived in the United States with $3,000 in his pocket and a belief in the power of perseverance. Hollywood offered brilliance and opportunity, but also indifference and trials. He navigated small jobs, odd work, and menial tasks to survive, delivering pizzas, laying floors, driving limousines, and working as a bouncer. Each effort honed patience and resilience, reinforcing lessons learned in martial arts and ballet. Auditions often ended in rejection. Doors closed with polite smiles or laughter at his accent. Yet Van Damme's routine of stretching, training, and perfecting splits and kicks never faltered. Even hunger or exhaustion did not deter him. He reminded himself daily that the dream existed already, in belief, if not yet in reality. That conviction carried him across streets, over studio thresholds, and into the realm where physical artistry became cinema. Hollywood demanded patience, and Van Damme had spent years mastering it in silent, rigorous ways. Breakthrough with Bloodsport. After years of effort, Van Damme's breakthrough came in 1988 with Bloodsport. Playing Frank Dux, he displayed martial arts mastery and physical precision that stunned audiences. The film, produced modestly, became a global phenomenon, earning multiples of its budget and introducing Van Damme to international viewers. Beyond the spectacle of combat, it revealed a performer capable of embodying discipline, emotion, and narrative through movement. Audiences witnessed the culmination of years spent in mirrors, studios, and gyms, each split kick and controlled strike carrying echoes of struggle, isolation, and silent perseverance. Van Damme's journey in Bloodsport marked the transformation from immigrant outsider to global icon, a performer who had turned discipline into poetry and endurance into art. Recognition arrived not as entitlement, but as proof of persistent effort and unwavering commitment to craft. Expanding action stardom following Bloodsport, Van Damme solidified his action star status with Kickboxer, Double Impact, and Universal Soldier. Each role showcased his unique combination of flexibility, strength, and timing. Kicks, splits, and fight choreography became iconic, engraved in popular culture, while the films earned significant commercial success. Yet beyond the physical feats, Van Damme infused roles with subtle emotion. Focus, restraint, and intensity created a depth beyond typical action performance. His dedication to performing his own stunts added authenticity and elevated the genre, influencing a generation of actors and filmmakers. In each film, Van Damme's meticulous preparation, discipline, and artistry transformed choreography into storytelling, demonstrating that action can be expressive, poetic, and resonant while still thrilling millions worldwide. Mastery of balance and precision. Jean-Claude's career reflects more than stunts and fights. It illustrates mastery of control. Ballet and martial arts taught him to move precisely, anticipate, and harmonize strength with balance. Each performance, from the studio mirror to the movie screen, was informed by years of dedication to technique and timing. Even minor gestures, a split kick or a controlled landing, became narrative tools, conveying emotion without dialogue. This integration of art and athleticism distinguished him from contemporaries, earning him admiration across film, sports, and performance communities. By transforming physicality into a language, Van Damme communicated stories of resilience, dedication, and triumph, ensuring audiences experienced more than spectacle. They felt the discipline, heart, and humanity behind each movement, cementing his legacy in action cinema. Personal resilience behind the spotlight. While his professional accomplishments drew attention, Van Damme's personal journey required equal resilience. Challenges, including multiple marriages and personal trials, tested emotional strength. Yet through all difficulties, he maintained focus on craft and self-improvement. Discipline from early martial arts, ballet, and training informed both his professional and personal approach, enabling him to navigate hardship with humility and perseverance. Van Damme's story is not only about cinematic success, but also about emotional endurance, the ability to transform obstacles into fuel for growth. He exemplifies a figure who faced both external and internal adversities, channeling energy into mastery, performance, and living authentically, showing that true strength encompasses mind, body, and spirit. Legacy and cultural impact. Jean-Claude Van Damme's influence extends beyond film. His athletic precision, dedication to craft, and ability to inspire through movement-shaped action cinema, creating archetypes referenced across popular culture. From Bloodsport to Time Cop, he fused narrative, athleticism, and emotion in ways rarely achieved. He influenced choreography, stunt design, and cinematic storytelling, leaving a mark on generations of performers and audiences. Van Damme also demonstrated that perseverance, discipline, and artistry can overcome early life challenges and cultural barriers. His career exemplifies that determination and dedication can create both enduring entertainment and inspirational life stories. Fans celebrate not only the cinematic feats, but the human story of relentless pursuit, demonstrating that true legend arises from endurance, discipline, and belief in oneself. A warrior beyond the screen. Today, Van Damme remains an emblem of resilience, dedication, and artistry. His career reflects decades of transformation. A small Belgian boy faced with self-doubt, ridicule, and modest means became a global icon through discipline, training, and unwavering belief. Behind the spectacle of action and acrobatic prowess lies a human story of quiet determination, personal growth, and creative innovation. Van Damme's journey reminds audiences that true achievement combines physical skill, mental focus, and emotional endurance. He transformed early humiliation and isolation into mastery, channeling every challenge into opportunity. From training halls in Brussels to Hollywood's brightest stages, Jean-Claude Van Damme embodies the power of belief, discipline, and artistic commitment. A legend whose life story is as compelling as the films that made him immortal.